Hey everyone, this is AK here from Maya Travel and RV, and this is the newest addition to our fleet, the Coleman 13B. It's by Keystone. This is a 2026 model year, and in this instructional walkthrough video, I'll be going over the exterior, followed by the interior, and go through some step-by-step to help you guys on the road when you're taking it out. And this has a dry weight of 2,500 pounds, a little more than 2,500 pounds. You can easily tow it with any SUV, van. I actually tow this with my Tesla Model Y. I've gone on a 6-hour road trip on it. It does use quite a bit of the Tesla's battery, but it's doable. So let's get started. I have upgraded the battery bank. There's two batteries here, the house batteries, instead of one. It came with one originally. I also upgraded the tongue jack here. It's electric, and it even has a little light here when you're pulling up at night in the campsite. And this is how you raise and lower it. What else? They got your breakaway safety lock, which you secure on your tow vehicle, your safety chains, and your 7-pin connector right here. And with this connector, I also provide a Bluetooth CURT brake controller, and the brake controller I will show you. It's in this compartment here. So this is an automatic brake controller. So basically this end goes into your vehicle, and then this end is where you plug in the trailer. Now with this, the trailer will automatically use its brakes, and you can adjust the sensitivity or use the default setting, which I use. This connects via an app on your phone. It's called the One Control Auto app. And it's a great little brake controller for those who do not have a brake controller on their vehicle, which is most vehicles, unless you have a pickup truck. So let's do a walk around. This is 13 feet here, and it's about 15 feet from the hitch to the end. Here you got your freshwater connection, or fill, sorry, I should say. You just drop a hose in there and start filling your freshwater tank, and the connection is just below that. So if you're going to a campsite that has a water connection at your site, you can just connect your hose right in here. And here's some specs. You'll see the tire pressures, and then your capacities. It's about 1,000 weight capacity, so it makes it a total of 3,500 pounds, which is just at the Tesla Model Y weight rating. Here's your hot water heater vent. You got a window here in the bed area, and then here's your AC there. AC unit. Here's your 30 amp cord, which just goes in, stores inside, and then you pull it out when you need it. And these are the tires and wheels. Right here you'll see your gray tank pull, which is a gray lever, and a black tank pull, which is the black lever. So there's two levers, one outlet, which is convenient instead of having multiple outlets. And the hose for this, for dumping, is actually right here. So this is the sewer hose holder. So you undo this pin, turn this, and then you pull out the 10-foot slinky hose, the sewer hose, to drain your tanks. So the sewer hose comes out, clips onto these knobs here, and then you're ready to pull. These are your stabilizer jacks. I do provide a drill for these, so you don't have to do it manually. And I do have these rubber pads here, which help even make it more stable. So those can go down once you arrive at your campsite and you unhitch your trailer. I actually have it plugged in right now into a jackery. I do recommend having this as an add-on if you're going to a campsite which you're not sure if they have power or not, because this can power the trailer for a good 24 to 48 hours. If you run the AC, it'll be less, because the AC does pull a lot of juice. But this is a great addition, and Currently the rate for this is about 10 bucks per day as an add-on to the rental. So this is a great add-on. Jackery 3000, 3 kilowatt hour, 3600 watt battery generator. This is great for campsites which don't let you run the generator at certain hours of the day. This you can run all the time. Let's move on to the back. I have added a wireless backup camera here, so I provide you with the screen which you can put in your vehicle, and then when you are reversing, this turns on and you can see what's behind you. And here is the power awning here with LED lights. This step is currently out right now, but make sure when you're driving you stow it in, just like that. Just trying to do everything with one hand here. So here is your storage compartment, and in here you will get a bunch of goodies. You'll have camping chairs, up to 4 depending on how many you want. You got gloves here, and there was the power drill I was talking about for the stabilizer jacks, so you can drop them down with this. And then here is your screen for your backup camera, which you can plug into a cigarette lighter into your car. And along with this, I also give a little screen for tire pressure monitors. There are sensors on the wheels here, on the tires here, to see the tire pressures. And here's some leveling stands, wheel chocks, and then in here we'll take this out, and then we'll go through what else can be found in the bags for the electric and water heater. So your electric bag here, the 30 amp cord is already attached to the RV or the van, I said trailer, sorry. And here you'll find a 15 amp extension along with a surge protector, 30 amp surge protector, and also a 50 amp to 30 amp converter. So in case you pull up at a site only has 50 amp, you can convert it down to 30 amp. And in here you'll also find this useful adapter, which this side goes into the plug on the trailer, and then this side can be plugged into this orange extension and plugged in any 15 amp 110 outlet. So this comes in handy in case you pull up somewhere there's no 30 amp but there's a 15 amp plug. You can use this and plug in your trailer and basically power everything, including the AC off that. Okay, and another bag here. This storage compartment is pretty roomy. Comes in handy. And here you'll find a couple of hoses. Under it here, you find a 10-footer hose here with a shut off on it, and there's also a water pressure regulator on it here. There's also a 25 foot. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with my hands and feet. You got your 25 foot water hose here. You also got an inline filter that you can hook up on the campground water faucet. So you got filtered water coming in, and you got a little rinsing gun here. So let's leave that here, and this will be the end of the exterior, and now we'll start off with the interior. So the door is here, opens from here, and you can also lock this. I provide the key for your trip. This does have a box screen door as well here, so in case you want some fresh air going through, you can get cross ventilation with the window and then open this up with the box screen in place as well. So going up, you got a nice little fireplace heater here. This does not have a thermostat, so it's an on-off switch, and on-off switch is right here, and now starts heating up. And this is just for the accent light, so this just for decor, gives you a nice cozy feeling. Got your fire extinguisher here, you got a broom here, here's your controls for your battery. This is your fresh water, which is empty, your black water, which is empty, and gray is also empty right now. This is your exterior light that was here, and this is your water pump controller. There's no water in there, so I'm gonna shut it off. And then this is your awning controller here too. Be careful with the awning, make sure it's not out when it's windy or heavy rain, and because they do get damaged pretty easily. And comes out like so. Stick it back in. Here's your key holder here. Nice convenient spot for your tow vehicle keys in case you're sleeping. You lock this door, put your keys right here, so you don't lose them. And there's two bunks here, pretty decent size bunks. They're about 80 inches long, about 34, 35 inches wide. Comfortably, I can sleep in there. I'm 5'10", so no issue there. And then here is your USB A and C charging ports for the whoever's sleeping at the top bunk, and you can even plug in a little light there if you want. There are lights all over here, ceiling lights, and they're just push button. So that is your bunk there. And here is your full-size bed, which has a mattress pad on it and a waterproof protector. And I do provide all the comforters, pillows, and bed sheets as per request, based on how many are required. Currently is set up for 2 people who are going on a trip. Here's a shelf for some extra clothes and any additional stuff you might have to store. Here's your Bose soundbar. I've put it in this corner on purpose because this way the sound goes all over the trailer. Even the bunk beds get the sound as well. I was planning on putting it right here, but then or here, but then the sound will be going basically in towards the bed, this bed only. So it's connected to this smart Fire TV, and the remote control are all here. So it's connected, Fire TV, Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video. You got all your goodies there, and you do have a cable hookup here. You might catch some channels if you scan, depending on where you are. And this TV does swing out as well by pulling this strap. Yeah. So. And there's some outlets here and USB chargers as well. So this is an all-electric unit. I don't know if I mentioned that before. So there's no propane on board. It's all electric. You need a 30 amp or a 15 amp connection to run all the appliances. I do recommend, if you're not gonna have power at your campground, rent out the gas generator or the Jackery generator as an add-on. Because otherwise your appliances won't work. This fridge as well, it'll need power to work. So something to keep in mind. At the moment there's no inverter on this. In the future I might plan to add one, but that currently it does not have an inverter. There's your AC here, and this does have a remote control as well, on off. Oh yeah, actually one thing to keep in mind, almost forgot, there's a switch here for fireplace versus AC, so you can only run one at a time. So now flip it to the AC, and now you can kick it on. The AC is running off the Jackery right now. Let's turn it off, and these are just roller shades. This window does open from here. we'll leave it open, get some fresh air in. You can access the storage from here as well, which I showed you from outside, and some extra storage right here. This is a good place for a night. It's like a night table. You can lay down your white noise machine or CPAP or your water, etc. Smoke detector here. This is your fridge right here. It's regular 120 volt. I do have a little lock here, latch, so it doesn't open while you're driving. And right now it's nice and cold. I've had it plugged in for a bit. Your water comes, you got 4 water bottles with your trip included. Just lock it here. This is just a simple twist lock. And I do have it plugged here. This is the plug for the fridge. So in case you want to keep your Jackery inside and you only want to power the fridge with it, which then you can run the Jackery for almost a week, just running, if you're just running the fridge off of it. So you can just unplug it from this extension and plug this in right into the Jackery. So that's why I've kept this plug here instead of plugged behind the fridge. Here's your Keurig coffee maker and your Starbucks coffee pods, and this is all included in your booking and rental. Your exhaust fan in the kitchen. This is your induction here. All the pots and pans we provide, they are induction compatible, so you don't need to worry about that or bringing your own. Your microwave right here, and in here you'll find your plates, bowls, coffee mugs, cups, oil spray, salt, pepper, whitener for your coffee, first aid kit. In this basket, a white noise machine, wipes, sanitizer, double-sided tape. You also got your clothes line if you want to hang your clothes out to dry outside. And here's your hot water kettle. You got a toaster. You got your pot, big pot here. Your bowls are in the back there. And you got a Febreze spray here as well. Your AC is plugged in right there. So you can even run that AC plug with an extension to the Jackery if you have a Jackery inside, and then run the AC off that too if needed. And that's your interior cabinet. Let's go through the drawers. So you got your cutlery all here, your sugar, your scissors, lighter, knives, spoons, forks. You also got a little fly swatter in here. That's about it. Yep. In here you'll find your kitchen utensils, grater, little pan, measuring cups, lemon squeezer, whisk, drainer for strawberries, etc., can opener, and got a wine bottle opener here as well, and your extra garbage bags. In the last drawer you got your another pot, pan, frying pan, and your cutting board. Let's go towards the cabinet, the last storage cabinet in the kitchen. In here you'll find a collapsible dish rack, extra paper towels, extra toilet papers, garbage can, fire blanket, air fryer, and also a butane cooktop. So I do provide a butane cooktop with a butane can. So in case you're boondocking or in case you don't have power, at least you can still cook, which is the important part. So you can even cook outside on the picnic table with that. Your paper towels, your faucet for the kitchen, your sponge for washing dishes, soap, dish soap, hand soap. And in here there's a mirror on the door. Here's the bottom bunk, which I didn't show earlier. So these are the 2 bunks. Very roomy, especially for kids. You got a ladder right here. So the ladder you just pull out and you just clip it on right here. So you can climb the top bunk, which I added. It didn't come with one. There's also a folding table here. So when you're eating breakfast or lunch, you can bring that table out and open it up and just lay it here or in front of the bed here, and then enjoy your meal. In here is your dry bath. For a small camper, it has a nice dry bath. You got your toilet paper holder, and you also got a little tray here to rest your phone while you're in the bathroom, which is convenient. Your hot water switch on off is here. Right now it's on, and then switch it on from here. Just kick it off. Your foot flush toilet right here. Here's your shower and your shower head. I've upgraded the shower head as well. This gives a little nicer stream of water, and your got some hand soap. So I don't provide towels or bath soap or shampoo, so just keep in mind when you're packing to bring those items in. And you also got an exhaust fan, not exhaust fan, but like a vent here. So if you're showering and you want some fresh air, you can open that up here. So that sums up the interior of this Coleman 13B by Keystone, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this helps prepare you for your trip. And if you have any further questions, you can always reach out to me during your trip, but I think I covered most of the parts here. Thank you for tuning in.